Queen's Comic Podcast. Hey, let's go.
Shoot. Hey, what's up? I'm Billy Bones from the Queen's Comic Party. This is the Queen's Comic Podcast.
I'm Ian. Hello.
Yeah, that's how we always start off. Like, yay! All right. Well, listen. All right, man. You want to start off with your escapades today?
I'm going to do it in order.
You gonna do it in order?
I got a lot.
So you start off.
So start off with Christmas. So my wife spoiled me. I got
Yeah, show you.
first volume of the Taschen Robert Crumb sketchbook. They're much bigger and heavier in person than you think they are when you look at them.
That thing's huge, man.
They're 400 pages each.
That's awesome. What years?
This one is 64 to 68.
Nice.
And then I got volume 2, which is 68 to 75.
Nice.
Volume 3, which is 75 to 82. Starts to get a little weirder.
Nice.
And then I got volume 4, 82 to 89. Love the back cover on this.
Mm-hmm.
Volume 5, 89 to 98. These things are
Nice.
heavy. Says it all right there.
That's nice.
And then the last one is 98 to 2011.
Is that when he pretty much stopped everything?
That's all 6 of them. He still does work, just not as much. And I don't know how well it's going to show on camera because it's big. I also got this.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Does it have that book that we tried to fight over and get?
I haven't had time to go through it in depth yet, but like just flipping through it, there's a bunch of artwork in there that I haven't seen before, which makes me very happy. Presentation is gorgeous. It's in German and English, I guess, because Taschen didn't want to do 2 different versions of it. There's more art than text, so it's not going to be like a heavy read, but it is literally a very heavy read. And then after Christmas, I went to Midtown to pick up my new books. I got the Creepshow Holiday Special. Cool cover by Martin Prince from Ice Cream Man fame. This came in late.
That's awesome. Is that the first printing?
Yeah, it's the first printing.
Honestly, did you read it?
It sucked.
Really?
I mean, maybe I'm just getting
people
really...
were hyping that book up so much, and I was wondering, oh, what's going on?
I read it. I was like, fine, whatever. It's a different Wolverine. Yay. What I did like, what I was very surprised how much I liked it, was that. This is really...
Wonder Woman? Well, who wrote that one again?
I don't know. Kelly Thompson.
Kelly Thompson? She's the one who used to do Sandman?
No. Neil Gaiman wrote Sandman.
No. One of the artists I was thinking of.
Oh, yeah. No, Kelly Thompson's the writer. Hayden Sherman did the art.
Nice. You like it?
I'm going to go on record and say that's the best of the 3 Absolute books.
Yeah. I don't like the Superman that much. I really don't like the Batman at all.
Batman is growing on me. Superman, I had trouble finishing it. I didn't like it. What else?
I got you.
Hello Darkness, recent issue of the Boom Horror Anthology series. Worth picking up. It's good.
Nice. Dude, that artwork is dope on the cover.
All the covers are gorgeous in that series. And then Creepshow Volume 3, Issue 4.
I like the covers, but they feel a little bit bland to me.
Yeah, the cover A's are a little bland, but whatever.
Is cover B the one that's James Stokey or a different artist?
I'm not sure. And then Moon Knight, Mr. Khonshu, number 3, which for some reason I'm still reading. Don't know why. I keep meaning to drop it, and I don't.
But why is that? Like, is it just not good?
It's fine. I don't feel like it's going anywhere. It's getting repetitive and kind of feels like I've been down this road multiple times in the last 5 years with Moon Knight.
Bro, nobody can ever finish it. Is that the Jed MacKay one, or is that the 5 years ago Jed MacKay?
No, it's Jed MacKay, but he's been writing it for a few years at this point.
Nice.
And then
nice that he can get to work, but it's not like it's got to be selling well enough that people will keep picking it up.
Yeah. Either that or it's just me buying it and forgetting to cancel it. It's keeping them afloat. Probably not, though.
You mean a bunch of guys like you? Like an army of you guys?
Yeah, maybe. And then the 4th and final issue of Spectrograph from Distillery. This was really good.
Nice.
Very cool. It's a ghost story, but a very atypical one that goes in completely different direction than you would expect it to. The artwork is super psychedelic, but not
Mhm.
needlessly so. Like it totally fits in the tone of the story. It meshes really well. That was one of my favorite horror comics of the year right there. Um, then the Friday after Christmas, Dominic and I took a trip into the bowels of New Jersey, and we hit
Mhm.
up a private sale and then another store in the area before coming back. So shout out to Dave who sold me all of these for a couple bucks a piece. I got Prime Cuts #1 from
Oh,
Fantagraphics.
you got me a book from there.
I got you the Harvey Picar issue. Yep.
Thank you.
This one I'm keeping. It's got some Crumb, some Drew Friedman, some Eddie Campbell, Alex Stevens adapting H.P. Lovecraft, and a bunch more. And then another issue of Prime Cuts with some more Crumb in it.
Very cool.
Yep. This was a nice score for $2.
Oh, that's a great cover.
It's got a huge Dave
The
Stevens interview in it.
Yeah, but is it Gilbert Hernandez brothers doing all that cover?
Well, it's a duo. Well, so Dave Stevens did this side of the cover, and that side is the
Okay.
Hernandez brothers.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I never seen him do the Rocketeer. That's why.
Yeah, so it's got articles on Love and Rockets and articles on Dave Stevens. So the Dave Stevens interview is pretty extensive. So yeah, got some nice art to
That's
go
awesome.
alongside it. And then yeah, Love and Rockets ad on the back. And then 2 issues of Rocket Blast Comic Collector, a fanzine that started in the early 60s. It's less a fanzine, and some people call it an ad zine because it's pretty much entirely made up of people either publishing want lists or publishing trade sale lists. So it's almost like comic
That's awesome.
classifieds. But it's a really cool
That,
time capsule. Corbin cover on this one.
wow.
Yeah. And then this one here, it's uncredited, but it is Corbin as well.
That's very nice.
Yeah. So those I think were $10 for the pair, so I was happy to grab those. And then from the local store, I didn't grab a ton of stuff, but I hit a couple of dollar bin scores. I found an issue of Slash that I needed.
That's cool. Is that J.O. Bar cover?
No, it's is it Adam McDaniel? It's Adam McDaniel.
Nice.
The splatter special with the gold foil. Hooray for a foil.
That's cool.
And Francesco Francovilla's variant for The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly #1. It's pretty cool
Dude,
comic.
that guy, I'm so addicted to his artwork and
He's really
picking it
good.
up. I love it.
He's really good. And then this caught my eyes. I was dollar bin flipping.
That's a great
Goofy
cover.
late 80s independent book, right? But in the middle, early Adam Hughes pinup. Not his
Nice.
best work by any stretch, but that's his signature.
Not at all.
Yeah. So
That's awesome.
yeah. So that was Jersey. A day later, Dom and Carl and I went out to Precision Comics in Long
Hmm.
Island, where I picked up Sweeter Side of Crumb
That's nice.
hardcover and Crumb's Carload of Comics.
That's nice.
I have most
I
of
love the
those in here.
pig.
I have
I
most.
love that pig. I don't know.
Yeah, I
It
love the
cracks me
pig
up.
too. And then yeah, but is it art? So more Crumb, which has like 15 pages of unpublished material in it, and a bunch more. $20 for all 3 of those, so I was happy with that deal. And then he had a half price sale going on most of his back stock, not all of it. So everything I'm going to show you here, with the exception of this book, which I paid $20 for, which is the first Alan Moore Swamp Thing in gorgeous condition.
Mhm.
Pretty much everything else was either $1.50 or $2.50. So I got the Wizard Dawn 1/2.
Nice.
Yeah, I had not seen this cover before. There's 2 covers for this one. I didn't know that.
That's what
Uh,
messes me up about the Wizard halves. Is Dawn, there's like 4 books, but each one came with up to 3 covers.
Yeah, that one has 2. I didn't know it. I have the other one, so
Mhm.
now I have both.
I don't know if I need that one, but I think I don't because I just have the other cover.
Okay, yeah. Adventure Comics, I'm missing, I think, 1 more to finish the Spectre run from the 70s, which is
That is such a great cover.
it's the whole run. Have you read this run?
No.
Okay.
I've been picking up DC's Finest, and now that they might be coming out with a Spectre book, I know that's going to be on it.
Okay, so they don't do that. In the 80s, they published The Wrath of the Spectre, which is a 4-issue miniseries that was on like Baxter paper or deluxe paper or whatever. And it compiles all of the Jim Aparo Spectre stories from that run. And you can find those for like a couple of bucks a piece.
Oh, that's even better. But
Yeah.
you know what it is? I'm loving how thick the books are.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't know if I have one in my box, but like I'll show you. Like there's 400-page books
Okay. Yeah,
for,
there's
and
not
if you get
400
them
pages.
online, it's cheap.
There's not 400 pages in that run, probably.
Yeah, but you know
Uh,
what they'll do with that? They'll mix it in with another character and call it Adventure Comics, like all the other stories.
so maybe the Black Orchid stuff that came before it.
Black Orchid, and it might even be the first couple of issues before it became like a Superman story.
Okay. I also got this issue of Swamp Thing. I am now missing
Great
only one
cover.
issue from the original Swamp Thing run, number 14. Metamorpho number 10, which is the first Element Girl.
Yeah, I got that one. That's a great issue.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Hmm.
Um, Heavy Metal Monsters number 1, which is an
You
amazing
showed
cover.
that on your Instagram. I
I
thought that was
did.
the coolest shit.
It's such a good cover. You know, I'm gonna take it out of the bag and show it on camera.
Yeah, the back was cool, man.
Back is great. The wraparound cover is so cool on this. I want this painted on the side of a van.
Bro, the next Queen's Comic Party event.
Yep. And then I got an issue of erotica that I needed.
Dude, that one is kind of a weird book because I didn't realize how many there are out there. Veronica and Satanica, like there's a lot more than you think.
Erotica has, I think, like 15 issues, something like
What
that.
about Satanica?
9 or 10, maybe
Yeah, but that's still a lot for a Glenn Danzig book.
more than you would think. Yeah,
Yeah, and Kyle Holtz does some covers. I'm a big fan of his, and I love it.
it's the stories that Danzig writes are usually the weaker ones, but he
It's
worked with
the
some good
artwork,
people.
man.
He worked with some
Huh?
good people.
Yeah, but that's what's cool is it back then you're giving people work.
Yeah, exactly. So, I got this Crime Destroyer number 1 variant.
Is that Azure cover?
This is, I should remember who it is, and I'm spacing on it. Jim Rugg and Johnny Ryan.
Johnny Ryan's a piece of shit. Have you read his work?
Yeah, he's crazy.
He's disgusting.
Yeah, and it's
No offense,
illustrated.
I definitely want that book, but somebody has to put it on tape that that guy's a piece of shit. Whatever he
Right.
puts out is a piece of shit.
The interior art is by Herb Trimpe, and it's inked by Benjamin Mara. So that's pretty
Really,
cool.
Herb Trimpe?
Some of his final work. Yeah, this issue's
No
dedicated to him because he
shit.
died right after it was done.
Yeah, that's a great book to have.
Pretty cool. And then yeah, a stack of EC reprints because they were $1.50 each. Pretty much all sci-fi. So I'll just go through
That
these
and that,
quickly.
oh, that's a great cover.
They're all great.
Yeah,
No lone crime book flew in here.
that's a great one. That's a beautiful cover.
Yeah, their sci-fi covers I think are oftentimes their best covers.
100%.
This one I really like too.
That one, I saw the original.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody was selling, but it was just way out of my price range. But I thought it was very cool.
They're expensive.
That one is cool. I never seen that cover.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like the way Al Feldstein draws 50s rocket ships.
Yeah.
This one too, another Feldstein rocket ship cover.
Yeah. I have his one with the monsters like on it. It's
Mhm.
like crazy.
More Feldstein rocket ship.
Yeah, he's so good. He's so how like Jack Davis really does horror well.
Yeah,
He does really good sci-fi everything.
some classic Wally Wood action on that one.
That's a cool one.
This one, I don't see a signature on it, but oh no, there it is. It's wood as well. You can tell it's wood.
Yeah. His line work.
Hyper
Oh, look at the
detail.
chick. Just you can look at the chick. So
Yeah.
it's him.
Yep. More wood.
Yeah, that's a good cover.
It is.
Whenever he draws women with the glass dome on the head, I love it.
Yep. Another Feldstein rocket ship cover.
I should get a rocket ship tattoo on me. I got the only rocket ship I got here is the Planet Express behind me.
Nice. Feldstein drawing a rocket ship.
Yeah, that's
A
cool.
recurring theme here. And
Yeah, well,
another Feldstein rocket ship.
dude, that's dope. But you did good, man. You picked up all the stuff you like.
Oh yeah, it's great. And then this one, this is wood. This is definitely wood. I love the dog floating in space next to the astronaut. Right there.
Oh, Well, I'm looking all around except for there.
Yeah.
That's a
Fun
good
stuff.
one.
And then I also picked up this issue of Comic Book Marketplace, which is a pre-code horror retrospective. It has color reproductions of like 20 or 30 of the classic covers and some articles on the pre-code horror stuff. And then today I went out to Long Island. I stopped off at the comic box on the 1st and did a little dollar bin diving there. I found the last issue I needed of Hungry Ghosts.
Who's the artist for that one?
Not sure. I can
No,
tell
it says
you.
on the top. Underneath, it'll say his name and then somebody's last name.
Leonardo Manco.
Cool. Somebody new.
Yeah, for the first story is Leonardo Manco, and the second story is Mateus Santalucho.
Matteo Samalucho is the guy who does Shredder in Hell. Great artist. He was at Royals booth this past Comic-Con.
Okay.
Great guy.
And what did he
Great
do?
guy. He did Shredder in Hell.
Oh, okay. I read that from IDW.
Yeah. Great book. Great book.
I also found, and this was exciting, it's not like an especially expensive book in terms of monetary value, but I've been after one for a while.
Oh, what a cool cover. Is that an Image Corbin book?
He just did the cover.
Yeah, but still, is it Rumble?
Yeah.
I never even heard that. Like, I've seen the name, but I don't know what that is.
I have never seen this book in person before. I've seen it online once or twice, but I don't want to pay like $10 plus shipping. Found it for $1. So
That's a great.
After that, I drove out to Huntington and went to Escape Pod Comics, where I found this Oddball Linsner book I'd never seen before in the dollar bin.
That's a cool book.
Yeah. And he had a big sale on. And so I bought a few, I guess, treats for myself. I got Comic Book Profiles #2, which is a Wrightson special. So it has a pretty extensive interview with Bernie Wrightson in it, and then interviews with a bunch of people that he influenced, like Kelly Jones.
Okay.
Quabrot #1, which was the first and only issue of an EC fanzine that was done in the 80s that has a bunch of like Frazetta art inside, which is pretty cool.
Wait, from what year?
85.
But that name Qua, was that used
That's
on
not
anything else?
Squatron. Squatron was the earlier EC fanzine.
Gotcha.
This is done in the same vein.
In Long Island.
Mm-hmm. And then I picked up, I was very happy to get this, a Wits End #1.
Nice.
Which is Wally Wood's zine from, I believe the year on this is it says right there, summer 1966. And the last pickup was Wits End #3.
That's a cool cover for being very bland.
Do you know who first appears in this book?
No.
All right. This is going to go back to an early Queen's Comic Party episode where we talked about
nice.
this character. I think he's on the first page. Yep. First appearance of Mr. A.
No shit.
Yeah.
Dude. All right. Do you mind sorry, dealing with work at the same time here.
I know.
I was talking to Royal about the goal to find a Steve Ditko signed anything.
Oh, it's almost impossible.
Yeah. There's a better chance of Mr. A than it is to find a Spider-Man book. Because the premium on, if you find any of them with that book, Royal is really good at explaining, like Mike from Royal explains everything better.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, this book that they found was worth $12,000. The premium for the Ditko signature on top was $38,000 more.
30, wow.
And he was like, no way. He goes, it's rare, but come on, dog. You know what I mean? That's way too much.
Was this like a heritage auction or something?
No. It was just somebody posting it. Heritage didn't post it because Heritage would not aim it that high.
Okay. So this was just somebody trying to sell it.
They would prefer.
This was just somebody trying to sell it for $38,000 for a Steve Ditko signature. I mean,
no, $50,000. It was a book worth $12,000.
Right, but they're charging an extra $38 for the signature.
Yeah. He goes because it was like Spider-Man 2 or 1.
He didn't work on that. I mean, I guess he created the character, but he didn't work on 201.
2 or 1?
Oh, I thought you said 2 or 1. I thought you said 201, like 201.
No. It was one of the first single-digit covers.
Okay, all right.
But it was on the inside. But he said even in that condition was worth $12,000. But everything added on was the guy's premium for it. And he was like, no.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It was way above me on. And the funny part is like people are doing that with like other artists right now that they're premium, like Joe Jusko. Like he signs a lot of stuff now, but it's all at home.
Mhm.
So people are like, oh, in-person signing, worth triple. And you're like, no, 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 no. You know what I mean? It's worth what it is. It's too high.
I met
You know
Joe
what I
Juice in
mean?
the
Like,
'90s. He was signing for free at a con in Toronto.
no, no, but I'm talking about nowadays to get
Mhm.
stuff from him. If it's $100, yeah, because it's in person, it's $200. But I was like, when are you gonna see him in person? He's an older fellow.
Yeah. No, it's like
You got any
John
more
Byrne.
books?
John, that's it.
John Byrne is
That's my
super rare. I
pile.
got that from us.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, damn, my bad.
Yeah. I
Next
mean,
one's
John Byrne
yours.
used to do conventions all the time in the '80s and into the '90s, and now I don't know what's he up to. Is he even still working? I know he hasn't. He's still alive. I know that.
My question is, if they're not working on comics or even writing, how are they getting paid? Because I don't know any of these guys getting royalties.
Byrne's probably getting some royalties for the X-Men stuff.
Did they give royalties back then, or more for hire?
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure.
Because
He's not. He
Neil
can't be
Adams
living off
always
Next Men royalties.
100%, unless Hellboy gives him a royalty.
Maybe he didn't
Yeah.
own the character.
No, no, but it was in his book.
It was in his book, and he did write the first Seed of Destruction miniseries, didn't he?
So he might be getting some from there because Dark
Maybe.
Horse probably has a better pay rate.
Oh, I'm sure they do. I'd
Yeah.
be
And the
sure.
more I think about it, um, it's the hardest part is like Neil Adams used to say that he got paid more from DC for creating Ra's al Ghul, which they didn't have to do,
Right.
than he ever got from Marvel. Marvel gave him $5,000. He goes, I got 100 for Ra's al Ghul. They didn't have to pay me because it was an agreement back then. They gave me $122,000 for Ra's al Ghul as a thank you.
A big difference.
That's a big fucking difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was
Yeah.
like, holy shit. You got any more books?
That's it.
That's it. All right, let me do mine real quick. I got a lot.
All right.
Guess what? It's a lot of EC. But it's big when I gotta grab them by the pile.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a whole box. But let's start off with this one. Private collection I picked up. A lot of keepers, but let's see how much I get into it. A Brian Boland cover of Judge Dredd.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, from Comics Interviews. This is another keeper. I'm gonna block off the price for this other one. A 15-cent Superman that I thought was beautiful.
I like the cover on that.
Yeah, it's hard not to like it. It's $231. This one I gotta cover out the price because I'm selling a 1982 reprint of what the hell they call it, Star Wars #1.
Okay, is that the? Oh yeah, it's got the dollar. I think that's issue 1 and 2, right?
I don't know. It's 64 pages.
Yeah, it's the
It's
double size one.
$1.25. I don't know how rare it is, but I wanted it. This one I can't show you the cover because it's blocked, but it's Thor #4.
Okay.
A friend of ours draws it. All right, this one might be up your alley because this is starting to become your world. Doomsday #1 from Charlton.
Oh, speaking of John Byrne, that's some of his earliest work.
No shit.
Yep.
Going in the keeper file. All right. Next up, there's a character you might know, Swamp Thing #22.
Awesome.
And now we're gonna start hitting up the EC reprints, which is a nice big ass pile over here. And this one has its own type of rocket ship, but it's Tales from the Crypt where some guys are thrown out of a fucking bomber plane.
Yeah, that's a great cover. That's Davis,
Mhm.
I think, right?
Yeah, these are all Jack Davis covers, most of them. And there's another Haunt of Fear #1, a
That
Ghastly
is
cover.
my favorite Graham Ingles cover.
You have this?
I believe I do.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to do nothing with it until you saw first. Sorry, I'm a little bit befuddled over here. It's a lot of stuff. Another, I can't read the guy, something Doug's cover.
I don't remember who did that one.
Yeah,
That might be
they're all
Davis as well.
signed, which I love. That when they're signed on the cover, I love it.
Yeah.
Johnny Doug or Johnny Krung?
Oh, Johnny Craig, probably.
Right, yeah, yeah. There's a pretty good cover from Crime Suspense.
That's the 70s reprint, right?
Yeah, these are reprints, but they're nice.
Yeah.
I got
I
two
think
more
12
for
of
you.
those in total.
Yeah, but these are all #1s and #2s only. 1, 2, 3s. Tales from the Crypt, a Jack Davis cover, number
Yeah.
2. Pretty
stuff.
good. I have another one in here I got to pull out. And here's another Ghastly one.
Newsstand even.
Yeah, some of these are newsstands. That's why. Hold on, let me double check the other book because it's in the pile. I got a lot of stuff. Here we go. This one you were talking about, Crime Suspense Stories, number 22.
Severed head
Oh,
cover.
yeah. The
So good.
Yeah, what a great. I don't even know if I want to give it up.
It's the hardest of all the reprints to find from my experience. Maybe because it's
Yeah.
also the one that's most in demand. It's also the most valuable from all the reprints.
It looks good, but I'm like trying not to. But here, let me grab the next piles of books. I got a lot. And also I get yeah, let's focus on comics. Comics. I feel like a crazy person. Did I show you this Ninja Turtles with the KB sticker on it last week?
Yes.
Oh, sorry about
You
that.
told me
I thought
about
that
it.
was
I
cool.
don't think you showed it to me. You told me about it.
Yeah, I love that. That one's a keeper because it's the KB sticker. A nice Submariner cover.
It looks like it's in pretty good shape.
It's like pretty good. Like I'm sure there's something in here, but like I saw it in another shop for a lot of bread, so I was like, oh, let me just grab it. Another Superman Action Comics, $3.99. Death of Many Supermen.
He's in the morgue, hanging out with his dead clones.
Yeah. There's also a book in here I found. Turok, the Son of Stone.
Oh, cool. From the original Golki run.
Yeah. This one, I don't know if you have this.
I don't know that book, I don't think.
It's only number 2. For some reason, the guy was like, I bought number 2. I didn't buy number 1 from the guy. Night Business.
I think I have number 1.
You have number 1?
I think
Then
I
you got
might.
number 2 right here, dog.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Alf, newsstand.
Awesome.
I think I showed that last week. My bad. Now here's the stuff. This is all keepers for me. These are not going out. But Booyaka, Elvira, 115.
That series ran a lot longer than most people realize.
I think it's like 120 issues.
Something like that. I have the first one.
Yeah, me too. I have 1 and 2, and then 115. This is a book I really enjoy because I'm in love with the character in the middle. Inferior 5. I have a stupid love of blondes. And here's the book. I didn't pay $75 for this, but it's one of 1,000 copies. It's Dark Horse 100 Special Edition, number 32 of the Goon.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. All right. Here's another one. Marvel Comics, X-Men 150.
Oh yeah, classic cover on that one.
Yeah. This
You
one
have
you
that
know a
already?
lot about because you told me what this is. Weird War Tales number 10.
Yeah, Walt Simonson's first work.
Yeah, and when you told me about that, I was like, I gotta get it. I found it.
He did the backup story.
Yeah, that's awesome. I got the first new Giant Man outfit from Tales to Astonish.
Okay. That's a horrible costume.
Oh, it is, but it's in there. I left the prices on there what I paid for it, but like let me take them off. The world doesn't need to know how the sausages are made. Strange Tales with Doctor Strange.
That's cool.
Supposedly this is Steranko.
Kind of hard to tell over the camera.
Yeah, my bad, but it's a Nick Fury book, so maybe.
Yeah.
Strange Tales, Nick Fury.
I like that
Sorry
cover.
if I'm in darkness. I got to get a new lamp for over here. I'm going to show you this one. I got Power Man's first appearance, I think.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
$15.
Not bad.
Yeah, so that's a keep. It's not in good condition. It's not in good condition. Yeah, so when we started the podcast, it was bright as hell outside.
Yeah.
Now it's gotten real dark. I'm like, oh no.
You're like sitting in a cave.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Did not expect it to get that dark in the same 20 minutes while we're doing this.
It happened very quickly.
Yeah, holy smokes. All right. Mega Ghost of Christmas. I got that. Here's another one that I thought was a great cover.
That is good.
Mhm. And then one more Silver Age book. It says Steranko too, but I don't know if I can tell.
Yeah, I can't tell from the cover. He might have just done the interior.
Yeah, I love this stuff.
Steranko probably did the Nick Fury story, and if it's a Doctor
And
Strange
then this
cover,
guy did his own.
might have been someone else.
I got a gift for Bill Sinkowitz's Santa.
What's that?
It's a book on Santa Claus by Bill Steranko. Bill Sinkowitz. Bill Steranko.
Sienkiewicz.
Sinkowitz, I'm sorry. You need it?
I don't know what it is.
It's a Santa Claus story with all paintings by him.
Huh. No, I probably don't need it. It's just cool to see it.
Liar. You love that guy's artwork, man. You want it, you can have it. It was like I pulled it out of the gift box. They were giving out gifts at Everyone Comics, and there was like all the books that nobody wanted was these.
Really? People wouldn't take that?
No, they don't know what's in it. You just pull it out.
Yeah. Crazy.
But it's yours, dog.
All right. Thank you.
Because I was originally trying to give you another book, and you're like, I already got it. I was like, oh, so I gave it to Mike.
Okay.
Web of Terror. And then this is another book I got on sale, Godzilla Library from IDW, and it has what is it called? The James Stokey story, Half Century War already in it. So now I got to get rid of my trade paperback.
Okay. His Godzilla work is great.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
But I love Godzilla, so I have everybody's work now. So I'm like, oh, this is great. Sorry. And I don't know if you got this, the Christmas book from
No.
Gonzo.
No.
Grab one, it's great. Sorry if I'm going to put away books, but what do you think about your pickup for this week?
I was happy.
Yeah?
I was happy with what I got, happy with what I paid for it. Hit some good sales. Got some cool stuff that, the stuff I don't see every day. So I
That's
was
the
really,
best.
really happy to get those two Wits End issues at a good price. They're not in perfect condition, but they're also 60 years old. So
The problem is we can't be stressed about like finding perfect anymore because we're just trying to find them.
Yeah.
And no offense, I don't think we're financially equipped or care about spending that much. You know what I mean?
I'm not a condition snob. If I see the book and it's in decent enough shape and I'm happy with the price, I'll buy it. Like if it's a modern book, that's a different story. But if we're talking about a fanzine that Wally Wood self-published in 1966, yeah, I don't need a 9.8 of that. I just want
still cool, but
an
no.
intact copy that I can read and enjoy, that I don't have to sell blood to get.
I gotcha. Dude, that's dope.
Yeah,
Fucking.
I got the first issue for $35. You're not going to do better than that.
Well, what is it regular then?
50 to 100, depending on grade.
Yeah. Do you feel like because graded comics nobody really cares about, but everything else is fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm happy with comics right now, like picking up wise. I'm excited. We have a couple of shows coming up, and we also have a commercial for the January 11th show. I'll send it to you in a minute.
Okay.
Comic books is good. There's a lot of comic book shows coming up. I'm happy everybody's into it, but this year we're going to put on blinders and just focus on Queen's Comic Party and Brooklyn Invasion, and no longer kind of stress anything else. That's like New Year's resolution. Just have a good time. Hot Flips, Queen's Comic Party, Brooklyn Invasion, and we're going to help Rockaway's Culture Collision be once every 3 months with those guys in Rockaway, another area.
Oh, the Huracan
trying to get
guys?
more people into comics. Huh?
The Huracan guys?
Huracan definitely, but that's twice a year.
Okay.
June 7th and then November 22nd at the end of the year. So it's going to be a good shows. Everybody's trying to work together. Let's not let's give people places to go and hang out.
Mm-hmm.
Even at any of the shows that you pay $5 in, for us, if you bring in donations, you're in for free.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. But I think that's pretty much it for comics for us, right?
I think so.
All right. Well, I'm Billy Bombs.
I'm in. Oh,
We're the
and
Queen's Comic Podcast.
This is New Year's Eve. We're recording it. It won't go up till the 1st. So Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Woohoo.
Be good to each other and put on blinders and enjoy life.
You got it. Bye.
Queen's Comic Podcast.